Alright guys, welcome to another video. So the first side hustle you wanna fucking do, my nigga, the first side hustle you wanna do is you wanna use other people's payment options. So you wanna use other people's payment options. So what this means is that let's say you have an item listed, right? Let's say you have an item listed, right? And let's say a buyer was to send you payment through an online transaction like PayPal, Venmo, Cash App even. And let's say your Cash App, PayPal, Venmo don't work. Or let's say, one of them don't work or none of them don't work. What you want to do is go online to somewhere like Craigslist or eBay, type in the word PayPal, Craigslist, PayPal, Craigslist, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. Once you type in them words, what's going to happen is listings are going to pop up to where people have mentioned PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, And even the people who said they do not take PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, their listings are going to pop up too because they even mentioned the word PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. So what you have to do is distinguish between the ones who don't take PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo versus the ones who do take PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. And once you do that, you want to contact the sellers, who do take the PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo for the items that they have listed. Now, the items they have listed, they have to be items that you know you could resell, pretty easily. Let's say, I don't know, like it's just like a TV or some shit that you could resell and get off them. What you want to have done is contact that seller, get their payment information, and then you want to have the buyer that contacted you at first for your item that you had listed, and they want to pay through an online transaction. You have them pay that seller. And once you have them pay that seller, you contact the seller, tell the seller that you paid them the money. Now, hopefully, if the seller does not run off with the money, you could go ahead and pick up the item from that seller. Is what you could do. And once you pick up the item from that seller, now you could resell the item for cash online. Now you could resell the item for cash online, and that's what I'm talking about. This is one of my favorite ones. So yeah, this involves just using other people's money, other people's payment options to get to get what you want. You turn other people's money into cash for yourself, and that's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it, right there. The next hustle is selling crack screen TVs. So what you want to do is look for 60-inch TVs and up. Between 60-inch TVs? No, between 40-inch TVs and 70-inch TVs. I recommend that type of range. That have a crack screen that don't work. That's what you want. That's the TVs you want to look for. The ones with a crack screen that are being sold for cheap. Maybe $20, between $50 you should be paying for a crack screen TV. I don't care if it's between 40 inches and 70 inches. You should not pay over $50 for no crack screen TV that you can resell for hundreds of dollars. And the TV brands I recommend for buying crack screen is Vizio and Samsung. Dude, look for them two TVs with crack screens that's between 40 and 70 inches. That's being sold between $20 and $50. What you want to do is go ahead and purchase that, because they're usually hundreds of dollars if they're that big, because of the brand and because they're that big. So what you want to do is go ahead and buy them TVs, and resell that for like hundreds of dollars. About a 70-inch TV, 60-inch TV, you could resell for maybe $200-300, but you only bought it for $20. Now this next one is kind of a gymnastic one. It's a pretty good one. The next size or whatever you want to do is the Mercari shipping forward. The Mercari shipping forward. So basically, with this one, you use let's say you get a purchase on Mercari, right? Because you set up Mercari to you got an account, you list this stuff on an account, and let's say you got some purchases or maybe one purchase. With that purchase, what you want to do is look up an address in the buyer's neighborhood, and kind of and put the addresses that to ship to instead of the buyer is what you. So you want to put an address and then in the that you're shipping to in the neighborhood of the buyer. Do not put the buyer's address is what you want to. And you want to ship on your own. So this time you're gonna have to pay for a label if you're shipping on your own. Keep that in mind. But it's worth it. This one this is more like a fickle ground right here. This type of this type of side hustle, this type of scam. It's like on fickle ground. It's like so yeah, you want to ship on your own. You will print out the label that after you of course chose an address around the buyer or in the buyer's same town or whatever, in the same town, in the same state, and you also want to put your address as like an address that does not exist. That means if they get the option to where the buyer has to ship the item back, they can't ship the item back because the address does not. See, let's say they got 123 Bang Your Mama Street. So if 123 Bang Your Mama Street is a real address, but 124 Bang Your Mama Street is not a real address, you want to put 124 Bang Your Mama address because the address does not exist. So you put that as your address. And then you put a bunch of. Then what you want to do is get some water bottles or whatever. You use water bottles since it comes with weight. 16 ounces of water is a pound. So that's how you want to calculate the weight. But with whatever, you want to use like, I don't know, 8 pounds, use like maybe 8 water bottles or whatever. It'll be a little bit over and stuff. So just put that on the label. Let's say use 8 water bottles, and I don't know, put it like as because each water bottle is like maybe slightly over a pound, 16.9. So you kind of want to make it. And you really want to get like technical, use a measuring cup and you got the exact weight, So once you get your little 8 water bottles together, you want to tape them up. Tape the water bottles together, put it in a box the way it can fit in a box. You want to tape them up, put them in a box, and just ship out your product like that. Wait till 3 days after arrival is when you get paid. Now this is the tricky part, right? The buyer might automatically realize it's a scam, or they might automatically, or even the best part, the buyer will be on vacation, and let's say the person, he or she lives by him or herself. Yeah. And if that's the case, that's real good. If they're on vacation and the item comes and it just sits there for 3 days, and let's say they come back from vacation and you also want to use Cash App when it comes to dealing with Mercari. Do not use your bank, because with Cash App you can block merchants on there with using Cash App. You can block the money. That means you can block businesses from taking money out of your account. That's why I strongly recommend using Cash App when it comes to selling online. At least when you're a scammer. So that's what you want to do. If the person somehow, is able to get the package to where, hopefully they have to ship it back. And if they have to ship it back, that means they won't be able to ship it back. You created a force field around them being able to even ship it back. There's no possibility to ship it back because number one, the address is. So it goes back to the seller. It goes back to the buyer. You know what I mean? It goes to. Now this next scam is people don't really know about that much. And it's kind of similar to the Ryobi scam, except it's with the Ego batteries. Now these batteries, they go into snow blowers. These batteries go into snow blowers. They go into lawn equipment. These things are used all year round. These Ego 7.5 amp hour batteries. The Ego 7.5 they are used all year round for lawn work and even snow blowers. People put these things in snow blowers so this is a perfect hustle for all year round. When they're new, they're around $400. So what you want to do is you want to buy those type of batteries, but the ones that do not work, the ones that do, you buy those, the ones that do not work or whatever, the 7.5 batteries that you could, as if I say around $225 up to $250. You should be selling those each. The absolute lowest is is like $200 online. You probably get it for about $60 for the non-working. Between $60 and $70 for the non-working. That's how much. And when you list things, you want to sell it on Facebook Marketplace or whatever. When you list things, like the batteries, the TV or whatever, what you want to do is put emojis, to attract more buyers. Emojis kind of works on people's brains a bit, to where they just want to click on your item. And yeah, these are, the 4 more side hustles to do. The 4 more side hustles to do. Do these side hustles before 2025 hits. Or when even in 2025 or whatever, you know what I mean. So, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, just like the video and stuff, and yeah. Peace out.